Okay, we've got to simplify this algebraic fraction. There's going to be some cancelling going on, but I won't be able to see how that happens until I have factorised the top and factorised the bottom. Okay, you can use your calculator to help this. I mean, if I actually try and factorise 3x squared plus 14x minus 5, I could do that probably without too much trouble. But if I use my equation solver on my calculator and pretend I'm solving a polynomial equation, a quadratic 3x squared plus 14x minus 5, that's a polynomial equation of degree 2, 3x squared plus 14x, was it minus 5? Yes, it was, minus 5. And if I solve that, the answers are 1/3 and minus 5. So the minus 5 suggests there's going to be a bracket of x plus 5. Got to be careful with the 1/3, but now I've got one bracket. In fact, it becomes obvious what the second bracket is going to be. I'm not going to get 3x squared without a 3x, and I'm not going to get a minus 5 without a minus 1. Whoops, without a 3x, not a 3x squared. So we can see that 3x minus 1 is our factor, not x minus a third. So when you get fractional roots or whatever happens, you need to check you've got the right multiple of x squared when you cheat by factorising that way. Okay, now psychology tells me that they wouldn't be asking this question unless it was going to simplify. So that factorisation my calculator helped me with, something's going to cancel. It must be one of these factors, and this can't factorise with a bracket ending in 5, so I reckon that 3x minus 1 is going to be a factor of the bottom. Well, if that was true, then I'd need to have 4x here to make the 4x squared, and I'd need to have a plus 7 there to make the minus 7. Check the x's work. 7 times 3x, okay, and minus 1 times 4x, that's minus 4x plus 21x, is 17x. So you can use a little bit of psychology to predict that good things are going to happen. So I knew that was going to happen because the question says simplify. Now I can do that simplification. Simplifying a fraction, I can divide the top by 3x minus 1 as long as I divide the bottom by 3x minus 1. This is a legal simplification because I'm dividing the whole of the top and the whole of the bottom by 3x minus 1. So the answer is x plus 5 over 4x plus 7. On to the next one. Similar kind of idea. In fact, why don't you have a go at this one? Pause the video, factorise the top, factorise the bottom, use a bit of psychology because you know something's going to cancel. Okay, go away. I'll see you in about 2 minutes. Pause it. See, you've paused it. Okay, now you're back. All right, so the top, first factor I can spot is a common factor of 4, and then in my bracket I've got a 9 minus an x squared, and then on the bottom, well, it's going to be an x, and it's going to be an x, and I need minus 12, but there's just a 1x there, so it must be a plus 4 and a minus 3. Oh, and oh, look, 9 minus x squared factorises as x as 3 minus x, whoops, 3 minus x, 3 plus x. Okay, and on the bottom I've got x plus 4, x minus 3. Nothing exactly matches. Okay, but what nearly matches is this bracket of 3 minus x and this bracket of x minus 3. In fact, I can see that one of these is the minus of the other. So if I divide the top and the bottom by x minus 3, then on the bottom I'm going to get x plus 4. Okay, on the top I've got a 4 and a 3 plus x. But this bracket was the minus of the x minus 3 that I've divided by, so I've got a minus sign left over on the top. So that is my simplified expression. Okay?